Final Fantasy VIII, like any other RPG, has its own fair share of side quests and activities to do that are separate from the main story. Here are 5 side quests that you can do in Final Fantasy VIII. Number 1. Triple Triad. A fan favourite card game, this sees the player travel around the world battling other characters in a 3x3 maths-based card game. With various rare cards to win and the option to refine them in the late game to make rare items, this is a must-do activity. Number 2. Guardian Force Hunting. Throughout the game, the player faces off against many bosses that have GFs junctioned to them, that the player can draw from them in order to power themselves up. In addition to this, there's also various GFs that can be found around the world as well, such as the Brothers, Sacred and Minotaur, Bahamut, and Odin. Number 3. The Cental Ruins. Speaking of Odin, an extra location in the game is the Cental Ruins. Ordinarily, the player has no reason to go to this location. However, if they do, they are met by a countdown. If they manage to get to the top of the ruins before the countdown expires, they have a boss battle against Odin. As well as this, the ruins are crawling with tomberries. Killing at least 20 of these will spawn the Tomberry King, and upon defeating him, the player will get the Guardian Force Tomberry. Number 4. The Deep Sea Research Center. After acquiring the spaceship Ragnarok, the player can explore the world freely. At the bottom southwest corner of the map is a small research center. Upon entering this station, the player is met by a blue light, and eventually, when they enter this, a boss fight with the King of Dragons Bahamut begins. The fun's not over there though. After re-entering the ruins upon defeating Bahamut, the player can travel to the bottom of the facility. It's there where a fight against one of the game's 2 super bosses begins. The fight with Ultima Weapon is a difficult one. However, if the player has the draw command, they can get the most powerful GF in the game, Eden. Providing, of course, that they then win the boss fight after that. And number 5, the mysterious UFO. Throughout the game, the player can pick up the Occult Fan magazine. This magazine tells the reader about various UFO sightings around the world. These sightings aren't just for show though. Upon going to the places listed, the player can get into random encounters with the UFO in the background. After encountering it in 4 locations, the player can then find the UFO again, but this time they can damage it. Upon doing so, it will fly away and crash. Visiting the crash site gets you into another random encounter with Poo Poo, a tiny, cute alien creature. The player can then either defeat Poo Poo to get an accelerator item, or they can give it 5 elixirs in order to get the Poo Poo card. Those are 5 side quests that I've picked that you can do in Final Fantasy VIII. There are, of course, quite a few others. If I've not mentioned your favourite today, tell me about it down in the comments below, and maybe I'll do a second video on side quests in Final Fantasy VIII. As always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.